Anyway, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Sons Video official podcast.
Let me give me it again, but higher.
Hey guys, welcome back to the official Sons Video podcast.
Sorry, you let me finish. Higher enthusiasm.
That was pretty enthusiastic, I think.
Well, of course, but yeah, but
higher pitch equals higher enthusiasticity.
Dude, come on. The audience wants
It's
to
a
hear.
real word.
The audience wants to hear.
It's a real word.
They want to be blown away.
Dude,
by enthusiasm.
You said they don't want to be blown away. That's why I'm not allowed to talk directly to the mic anymore.
I'm sure there's like half the audience is laughing on D Mark's side. They're like, "Oh man, he's giving him real sass about sassing him for that microphone stuff." D Mark's, you're good. That's what they're saying over there.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Guys, welcome to the Sons Video Podcast, episode 9.
Guys, not 9 as in no. 9 as in yes, the number 9.
I was gonna go into a big thing about how it wasn't funny. I was like, that is such a dumb joke, and then it made me laugh right at the last second.
That's how I get them, folks. They think they're safe, and then the laugh beam hits in.
Don't get me wrong, it's still probably not a great joke.
No. I think if you listen back, you'll find it's not as funny as you want it to be.
I'm probably still going to laugh because I'm going to laugh at myself laughing.
That's what we all count on.
Guys, it's going to be sort of a part 2 from last week's podcast.
The climactic cliffhanger.
But
we should
really.
have done a previously on joke. That would have been funny.
Nah, it wouldn't have, it's overdone.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not necessarily exactly that, but
it's more like
you can explain it better.
Like a springboard kind of thing. Like we started on one thing,
a logical
and then we caressed gently upon this topic that we're going to go into now, and now we're full on like squeezing down on it.
Wait, was this week's topic rockets and stuff? Because we did kind of touch on that.
When did we talk about rockets?
Richard Branson.
Oh no! Well, no, that was for dude. Everything before the break, that's its own separate thing. You know that,
right? What we do is we outsource that part to the Indian Ocean, where they make a good segment, and then we in-house the bad segment.
Yeah,
guys. Last week,
those fish know how to make podcasts.
What was our topic last week?
It was violence and videos
in the video games. I think I had someone recently who didn't like the name Sons of Vidya.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
I think it was some guy on the internet.
Well, that's not okay.
I don't know if it was that or he didn't like us, but he just implied and said Sons of Vidya, and he said close the video. And I was like, that's depressing.
That's not all right.
Guys, find him.
Maybe it's the guy who disliked us.
Yeah, it's probably just one guy who disliked us. Anyway, guys, whatever.
It's disappointing. We already have... Well, maybe that means that we're popular now because people don't like us. Think about it.
That's what I always think. I think it's encouraging when people don't like you.
Yeah.
Because that means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Anyway, guys. So after that wonderful non sequitur conversation there,
we don't have to tell them every time we're doing a non sequitur; they can hear it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to preface something here.
Sorry.
We're getting to the main topic, which is kind of like the parental's responsibilities for what kind of games that a children's plays.
Can you phrase that in a way that's less confusing?
It was hard.
Here's what this week's topic is: how parents should be parents and not buy their kids whatever they want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a more succinct way of putting it.
Sort of. It wasn't that great.
Anyway, guys, I think you got the idea.
Yeah, we don't even have to go on.
No, it's true.
We could just devote this whole segment to terrible jokes.
Anyway, here's the break. Oh,
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
So, like we said last week, some parents complain about games where, their children sees a lot of violence or sexuality or stuff like that.
Sexuality.
Sexiness.
Some violent and sexual things.
Exactly. And what we were saying, and what we're going to continue on and more in depth this week, is that basically like parents need to shut up and like watch what their children buy and like actually do the research.
Guys, I'm a little worried that this is becoming a political podcast. This is Tom O'Reilly over here, and Bill Marks over there.
Oh wow, that was a twofer. Great job.
I don't know any other political
Great job,
guys. I'm worried that you're coming here. You come here for comedy, and we're giving you politics.
Okay, hold on.
I'm worried about that.
What about Tom Seaborough?
I don't know who that is. I would have made the joke, but I don't know who it is.
Okay.
If I knew, yeah.
It was Joe Scarborough.
Is Anderson Cooper a political guy?
Kind of.
Could I say Thomerson Cooper? Could I get the name right? I'm just worried that you guys aren't getting the laugh a minute you're here for.
Yeah.
We're not goofy clowns all the time. Because here's the deal. We need to sometimes prove to you that we're smart.
Yeah, we started doing that a while ago. Man, we were just full of non sequiturs today. We started doing that a while ago. And, we had our Triumphant Gaze podcast. And I think the one before that was good, too. Like a smart one.
I don't know. We've never done too many things that are smart.
Yeah, true. But,
I can't remember what 5 is.
Yeah, it's going to bother me.
Anyway, guys, I'm just saying.
But we never really stopped riding the smarty train.
It's just important issues. And the thing about the Suns is, and me and Dee just talked about this recently, we're beyond just industry.
Yeah.
We're beyond just creation or development because we don't know about that.
Our big thing is theory.
Game theory and the politics surrounding games, I guess, to a lesser degree.
Yeah, we're less industry, more super industry.
We want the progression of the art form.
Yeah.
I guess we were going to say art form because we decided that in the other podcast.
Hey, that was episode 5.
No, it wasn't. That was 4.
That was 5 then.
I know, dude. You can rock a wiki real quick.
Wait,
Sons of Video Wikipedia.
Wait, wasn't 5 why EA sucks?
No, we didn't do a whole podcast on that. That was 6 also.
No, because 6 was gays. I think.
Guys, whatever. We're going to get into the topic.
All right.
The thing is, it's true of all things. Parents need to be all over their kids. If I was a parent, I wouldn't allow kids to play M-rated games. I'll tell you why. Because they shouldn't. I've played M-rated games. I know what they entail, and I know that kids shouldn't play them.
Yeah,
Especially, when I first started playing Modern Warfare, I was like, wow, this game's really graphic. But now you have, 12-year-old kids playing it.
Yeah.
And, they have, people being shot and then gripping for life, hoping to not die. And you're like, okay, why should my kid experience that?
Here's my thing. I cited how parents
sound like an old man, I'm worried. But go on.
Or if you sound like an old man, you gotta talk like this. The thing of it is that we talked last week how parents get up in arms about games like when their kids play like Grand Theft Auto or like Modern Warfare stuff. But the thing of it is that parents research everything that they buy their kids, like baby food, booster seats, clothing, other toys that aren't video games. But for some reason, parents think that just because video games are video games, they can get away with buying small underage children these graphic hardcore games and just think that they're fine for kids because there's video games. And that's just not true. It's a bad perception that parents had to think that they can just be lazy about this, and it borders on bad parenting.
You wouldn't take your kid to see Scarface. You wouldn't take a kid to see The Godfather. These movies are for adults. They're games for adults.
Yeah.
You can't just... You need to pay... I'm sure there's millions of parents listening to this podcast. But we shouldn't be in this part where we're reading news articles about how the government wants to erase the M-rated games, doesn't want to ever release anything. Anyone should be able to release whatever they want. Because it shouldn't be up to anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, they still have adult-rated games. They still exist.
Still have adult-rated movies. Why shouldn't they exist for games either?
Yeah.
It's just let the artists, I'm still using the term artist and I don't want to, let the artists make their art. And then it's up to you to choose what they get. Your kids are not allowed to buy the games because you're supposed to be in there making the decision.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Stores shouldn't be selling to kids either, and I know some stores aren't as up to snuff on some of the carding and whatnot when people buy mature games. Although funny how mature games are for 17-year-olds and then adult games are for 18-year-olds.
That's kind of funny now that you say it.
Yeah, but they need to card and stuff for mature games now, anything higher than a teen rating, and a lot of stores I know don't do that. And yeah, that is the store's fault, but if the parents are more watchful and more attentive to that, then you probably wouldn't have a problem like that in the first place.
Listen, guys, did you have a good childhood? Did you? Maybe you're probably around our age. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
The demographic's probably around we're 80 to 90 years old, me and Dee.
Yeah.
And I grew up playing Nintendo. I played Mario. I played. I was a big RPG guy, so I played Final Fantasy like 6, whatever. Secret of Mana, Legend of Zelda, what it's called, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
So yeah, I didn't play games where people are getting shot in the head. I didn't play games where people are dramatically dying. I played adventurous, fun games. Yeah, they were but I didn't feel like I was getting less of an experience. I didn't feel like I was being babied. Games can still be fun and not be for kids. You don't. Games that are M are for people who are not kids. That's just all there is to it. They don't need that kind of stimulation. And honestly, there's so much out there that it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, and there are even, and admittedly, this is a trend that's going away a lot more and more as gaming becomes more and more, less of a children's game and more of a young person's game, a young man's or woman's game.
It's aging with
young
the people.
adult. There we go. That's the phrase I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
It's going less with teens and children and more with young adults, like 18,
That's because the people who grew up on the ones are now the people who are still buying them.
Right. But what I was saying was that, like, you can even get, like, a shooter that's, like, got a teen rating, and that's not going to be the end of the world, because, yeah, you're still shooting people, but there aren't going to be, like, graphic, limbs getting blown off or, like, tons of blood on the screen. You can get away with stuff like that, and they used to have that. I think, like, the first Medal of Honor games were rated teen, and granted, you were committing mass murder against terrible bloc people in Nazi Germany, but,
I feel like GoldenEye's probably T.
That's a good question.
I feel like the James Bond games are always kind of...
Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's ever an M James Bond game.
Yeah, I'm going to say a few things that I was going to say before. First of all...
You go right ahead.
Did I cut you off?
No. Sorry.
Okay, I forgot the second point I was going to make, so I'm going to go right to the first one.
Okay.
Which I just forgot too.
All right.
That's not true. Kids are going to ask their parents for anything. And they're going to treat the parents like the parents are stupid. That's why there's such a thing as discipline. Parents need to be totally in control of their kids, and they can't just give in to kids because they don't know. Kids don't know things. Kids are dumb. I said it time and time again. Kids are stupid, and they are stupid. And if you're a kid, you're stupid.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, parents. We're not telling you to be like total hard asses all the time, but like you have to, show some spine when it comes to your kids. And
your kids are wrong. They want things that are bad for them.
Yeah.
If a kid had infinite resources, he would be incredibly fat and he'd be dead. He would have jumped out
fat and dead.
He would have jumped out of a plane. He would have driven a race car into a wall. Kids don't know what are good for them. You just it's not that long. 5 years is nothing to wait until you can play the newest Splatterhouse and be like, wow, that game sucks. Saw some kid at a GameStop. He was like 10. He was with his mom. And the clerk was like, hey, this is an M-rated game. Are you okay with that? And she's like, yeah, it's too late for him. He always gets M-rated games. It was like Mafia 2. And I'm like, what? Why would you do... First of all, that game's not even worth it if that's your only M-rated game you're getting.
Yeah, that's not even that great of a game, unfortunately.
If you can only get one M-rated game, guys, New Vegas. Also, there's nudity in Mafia 2.
A little bit, yeah.
Straight up pornography.
Yeah, I said a little bit. I didn't say no.
I think you almost did.
No.
And my second point was maybe the
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna keep adjusting this mic. I don't know what the problem is.
You can't do that at all.
I'm sorry.
You're getting fine levels. Anyway, what I'm saying is...
You got those spikes there.
Yeah, that's because you touched it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is, guys, maybe, like what he said earlier, the system is maybe a little messed up. Maybe it could use some retooling with the rating systems. Because you do have that thing where M-rated is 17 and adults is 18. That's stupid. Yeah. But it should just have M be the highest. And it should also include adults. That's retarded.
Yeah, because mature...
Sorry, retarded listeners.
A mature video, that's porn.
That's straight up porn.
That's going to be porn right there. It's not... I mean, yeah, it is called adult video, but mature can just be a blanket term.
I mean, you might say, well, R's 17 plus, and X is 18 plus.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
and
but
that's dumb, and that's dumb too.
Here's the other thing: ratings are almost completely based on swearing amounts. Like, there's a lot of even blood could get you a teen, but if you're swearing, you're instantly at M.
Yeah, swear or even partial nudity. And here's the deal, guys.
Partial nudity means you're not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, here's the deal, guys.
For me, you're a guy.
Partial nudity is all. There's no such thing as partial nudity.
I would accept partial nudity as a butt shot.
But that's not even the case in most games.
Yeah, it's not.
Because like a game like Rumble Roses, that's an M rating.
Yeah, but that's obviously it's designed sexually.
Yeah, but that's
It doesn't have nudity in it, so that's why I think if it did have nudity, it'd be an A.
Well, yeah, of course.
AO. Yeah.
But honestly, I don't see much of a reason why it's M, because there's nothing really there's nothing you couldn't see there that you couldn't just see on TV.
That's 100% true. But also TV has ratings.
Yeah, but it's if a Rumble Roses was a TV show, I doubt it would get an MA rating.
What do you think it would get?
Like probably a TV 14.
Really? It's all ladies in bathing suits.
So are a lot of shows.
Yeah. Well, that is an issue. Sometimes things just instantly get M ratings. But either way, I wouldn't buy my kid Rumble Roses.
No, I sure wouldn't.
Because he'd be like,
That'd be mine.
He'd be like, that game's bad. And I'll be like, you don't know yet. Go to your room.
Dad, this game's not fun to play. Shut up.
Just deal with it for a couple of hours until I tell you to stop. Good. You unlock that final bathing suit, now get out of the room.
Get out.
Your reward is getting to stop playing the game. Anyway, I'm just saying, guys, it's like it is with anything. You wouldn't buy your kids a bad movie. You wouldn't buy your kid a bad magazine.
You wouldn't buy your kids bad music.
Although you, maybe. The whole rating system is done with music, too. I don't know. I'm against censorship in all its forms.
All right.
Are you censoring me by not saying anything?
What?
What?
You said I'm going to get into censorship in all its forms.
No, that's not what I said. I said I'm against.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for you to continue.
No.
My bad, guys.
Honestly, I don't know all the forms
I
of
really
censorship.
dropped the ball on that one.
Dead air. I don't know all the forms of censorship. That's all there is to it.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. In all aspects, parents need to control their kids.
Yeah, and you
Your kids are yelling out in the Golden Corral. Smack them. Hit them with a stake.
There aren't any Golden Corrals around here anymore.
There's one in Myrtle Beach that I go to every year. My Myrtle Beach road trip.
Nice.
Sorry, I mean Golden Corral road trip. God, I really botched it.
It wasn't going to be funny either way. Anyway,
you
guys,
would have laughed at a Golden Corral road trip.
Totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, right. And like you hear parents who like want to get the government to pass more like stringent.
Yeah, F those parents. Seriously, you're lazy.
Yeah.
You can shut up.
That's relying on the government to take over your kid's raising.
Ben Franklin would be rolling in his grave if he had a grave and he wasn't in space right now.
He wasn't a time traveler.
Yeah. That's embarrassing. Don't get the government's got plenty of stuff to not do right. Why would you ask him to do this?
You can't stop them from getting. You can't stop kids from getting porn. Why would you think they can stop you from getting video games?
Don't even talk about that. I don't want them to control our internet either. Ugh. Just leave the government out of it. Ugh. Ugh. You don't want the government in control of video games. You really don't.
It's not the government's job to raise your kids unless you're dead.
It's no. It's no one's job to raise your kids unless you're dead. Yes. Unless you're dead.
That was a good joke.
Everyone take responsibility. The young people are the responsibility of society to raise. Because if you don't, is that not? I don't mean the government. I mean
no. It takes a village to raise a child. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to. You want to see kids turn out well so that when you're an older man, you don't have crappy kids all over the place.
Yeah.
Crappy young people who are ruining the nation like these baby boomers.
Boomers.
I'm trying to make it a political podcast.
Boomers.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you're wearing your red, white, and blue tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 ties, and I combined them into one for this occasion.
It's like the Captain Planet of ties.
Is he red, white, and blue? Wasn't he green?
No, but he combined.
You could have made any reference there.
Yeah.
How about Transformer? How about Voltron?
Okay, I don't think the Transformers combined.
They combined when they're punching each other.
I don't associate Transformers with combining. How about that?
Guys,
like Voltron, Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, I meant Power Rangers. I said Transformers. Guys, I don't know how much more we can contribute to this conversation.
I feel like we should.
Is there something else you want?
I feel like we should round up to the 20, like here.
Don't say that. If there's something else we need to say, we need to say it. But I don't know what else I can say.
I think we covered it. Parents, stop not being good and start being good.
Basically,
for your children.
just don't ask anyone else. Just do your research before you do stuff for your kids. Your kids are idiots. You don't see me doing the fingers. This is point B.
Yeah.
Point 2, your kids are idiots. Your kids want things that are bad for them, and you need to be in control of that. If you want to make a well-rounded person, you need to be in control of your kids.
And it's not like they make the information hard to get.
You have the greatest source of information in the history of mankind. Look at it sometimes. It's very easy to find information about video games.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's on the effing box.
That video games are stuff people report on a lot, and there's a lot of stuff on the internet about video games.
The government has made it mandatory to report on how graphic the game is right on the box.
You just see it right there.
If you see an M, just say, hey kid, you're not getting this today, let me do some research first. That's the least you can do.
Kid spelled Kidd. That's what you named him.
It's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cowboy name.
Yeah.
Just do your research, guys. If you're a parent, if you're a new parent, if you're going to be a parent, if
you've thought about parents.
If you've had parents, it applies to you.
Yeah.
Just elevate yourself, be yourself, but be good at being yourself.
Yeah.
Make kids who are smart. Your kids can love video games. They're great video games for kids. This is a topic we should have talked about. Games for kids.
Dude, I said that we should have done that a long time ago. And
How dare you? It was on my list.
I said that we should talk about kid games that adults love, and you said that was a bad topic.
I did not say that was a bad
You
topic.
totally did. You said there wasn't going to be enough information
Let's
on
quick jump into it. List a couple of names or a couple of games you liked when you were a kid.
What?
Games you liked when you were a kid.
Oh, like Mario.
Give me some real names here. Everyone can say Mario. I'm gonna say Kirby Superstar.
Oh,
That game was fun.
I liked Crash Team Racing. That was a good game.
Yeah, that's not what kids love. These things.
Yeah, they love bright colors.
Kids like games that are fun. They don't care if there's violence or not.
Yeah.
Also, there's enough violence in regular games that aren't violent.
Yeah,
It's just don't be stupid, guys.
that's if you take anything away from this podcast, it's don't be stupid.
Do you remember what our platform is?
The Don't Be Stupid podcast?
No. We have a platform. We talked about it last episode.
No, I don't remember.
It's being yourself.
I kind of don't remember that.
You got to remember our platform. People are going to ask this.
But wait,
it's our mission statement.
Why does being yourself have to do with parents not being stupid?
Because it does somehow.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Guys, we're back.
Guys, we are back.
We're back, guys. Guys, listen.
Guys.
We did this before, but now that we've exploded with popularity throughout the world,
on the tubs,
we need to do it again because people want to get heard.
Yeah, because we give shout outs to people sometimes on the Let's Plays, and people say, "Well, I want to get heard on your podcast, your award winning."
No,
podcast.
you did this before. People they're not gonna get a shout out because they ask for it. You're like, just ask us to shout you out, bro. That's not what we're doing.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
I'm saying nobody get any ideas.
I'm not saying that either.
Nobody
I'm just saying that sometimes we give people shout-outs on the Let's Plays, and people who listen to the podcasts wants us to also do shouts-outs.
Yeah, it doesn't relate, though.
I'm just saying, it's also a thing.
Listen, well, that's true. It is also a thing. But we're not going to do it if you ask. But we will do it.
Don't ask.
If you write a great email.
Yeah. And
guys, email music. We're going to have it eventually.
That's where this is going.
We've had people write us.
Ooh, it's time for emails.
It's pretty good. I like the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the front ooh, I think that sold it.
Yeah. Give me the ooh again.
Ooh.
Okay, we're going to do it at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. We should harmonize.
I tried. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, you do what you did, and I'll go like a little higher.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Really good. All right, do the whole song after the 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, time for emails.
Anyway, guys, so we got a few emails. We're going to read some off.
Yeah.
We did this before, I think, in episode 3.
I think it was like 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, but we have emails again. So
yeah.
We don't just get 2 emails and then we don't get any more.
That seems unrealistic.
The box is blowing up, guys.
Seems unrealistic.
It's blowing up. BLOUGHING. UUP. Blowing goop.
Okay. Tommy, want to start us off?
Yeah, this first one, I'm actually the most excited about it. This is why we're doing it, honestly. We got a message from someone in the Middle East.
Really?
I didn't know they could get emails out there.
Well, that's ignorant.
That is ignorant. I'm sorry. I admit to being ignorant about it. What do I know? But the thing is, guys, you might not know this. In other countries, we're known as different things.
Yeah, because
it's localized.
It doesn't translate well.
It's regionalized.
Not all the time.
And over there, we do a podcast called Serbs-a-Vidya. And what happens is, Serbia is in the Middle East, right?
Nope.
Great. So that joke's going to be great. Anyway, it's not a joke. We're still known as that because they love Serbians. Right? Now I am ignorant. This whole joke segment's falling fast.
Well, the problem is you didn't even preface it as an email.
It is an email. I did preface it like that.
Yeah, but you didn't say who it's from.
I know. I was just saying what we... They need to know the backstory before they get to the email.
Oh, I thought... Okay. I thought you were reading... I thought you were reading a
This is all real stuff, guys.
I thought you were reading a different email that just named who we were in different countries.
Well, I'm just telling them because they don't know that.
Well, okay.
Unless they're from Serbia. Wait, the Middle East. Where's Serbia?
It's in the Balkans.
Really?
Yeah.
The Balkans or the Baltic?
The Balkans.
Where's Balkans?
Lower Eastern Europe, like Montenegro.
Oh, please. That's right near the Middle East.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Why don't you look at a map next time? Jeez.
I'm thinking about that part. You got your Georgias. You got your Hungaries.
Georgia and Hungary aren't anywhere near each other.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
It sounds like you don't.
Guys,
it's turning into a geography podcast.
I don't know what we're known as over there, apparently. I thought we were that. What would we be in a Middle Eastern country?
We're the Saids of Vidya.
Ah, that's way better. I guess we're the Serbs in Vidya in wherever Serbia is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I'm not in charge of the regional dialects, guys. So we're the what? The Sons of Siam?
Are you going to read this email?
Are you going to let me say stuff, or are we going to question what I'm doing?
Siam's not a country anymore.
Since when? How about the Sultans of Vidya?
I like Saeed's of Vidya better.
What's a Saeed?
It means like Lord.
So the Sultans of Vidya.
Well, in Japan, because we've been
the Shogunate of Vidya.
Big follow. No.
Shoguns.
No.
Shinobis.
No. Will you let me do this joke? Stop stepping all over me, dude. No, in Japan, it's Happy Twin Video Fun Time.
I did know that. Guys, we didn't get an email about that. But I'm just telling you, you need the backstory. So,
apparently,
the guy in the Middle East, I don't even know what country it is. I know he's from the Middle East because he wrote the Sultans of Vidya.
Is it Mid-Eastistan?
It absolutely is. We both know that.
Yeah.
And he says,
we both know a lot of things, apparently.
What's a C in the Middle East?
What?
Give me a C in the Middle East.
C in the Middle East?
Tom C in the Middle East. I love your podcast, but you never make any references to the Middle East. And I say, of course I don't. Because this is what happens.
Okay.
That's my response to his email. He wants to know why we don't do more stuff about the Middle East. I gotta tell you, the only thing I know about the Middle East is stuff I learned in Medieval 2, and I forgot all of it.
You apparently think that Serbia's there.
I don't know where Serbia is.
It's in the Balkans, so we already talked about
Is that near Russia?
Yes.
Okay, we're 1 for 10. Did you have an email?
That wasn't even much of an email. That was a long build-up for a very...
Listen, we already can't cut this out because of our great song earlier.
That was a long email.
Do we have another email?
Yes, we have another email.
Jeez.
This is actually a question for you.
Don't even do this to me.
It's a question for you.
If you do what I think you're going to do, we're going to cut it out, so you got to be ready for that.
It's, Billy...
D. Williams?
No. It's Billy...
This isn't one of our many emails from Billy D. Williams?
No.
That's a shame. We should have read some of those.
Yeah. That was made for an interesting podcast. It's from Billy Pepper, age 9. He signs it at the bottom. I don't know how he managed to send me an email in crayon, but by God, he did it. And he says, Dear Tom C., I love videos games, but I have a problem. I'm deciphering it because he's not great at grammar. I think he might have a learning disability. Well, what do you think?
I like the idea that he's writing the email and the letters are backwards.
Well, I said he wrote it in crayon.
Oh, yeah.
He says, Tom, I have a problem. I'm not sure if I ate a giant pink marshmallow or if I ate Kirby, and now I don't know what to do, and I'm very sick. What should I do?
I tell you, very bright man, young man, for writing us an email about that. We are your first source for medical attention related to video game characters. What you can do is, I think you'd know by now if it was a marshmallow, because a marshmallow would instantly make you sick, but Kirby's not going to make you sick. Kirby's in there. He's probably eaten all your other foods, so have you lost weight is a question you got to ask yourself. If the answer is yes.
Can you suck up your enemies and absorb their powers?
No, he wouldn't be able to do that, because I assume the Kirby he ate is small.
Yeah, but I feel like he would have gotten Kirby powers.
No, because he's not Kirby.
But I feel like
if Kirby had eaten him, he would have gotten Billy D. Williams powers. But if he
Billy D. Williams.
Oh, right. Billiam Dafoe's powers.
It was Billy Pepper.
Billy Pepper's powers, but instead he ate Kirby.
Yeah, but I feel like
you don't get it. It's not outside transferable, else the world would have Kirby's power.
That doesn't make any sense.
When you're born, the world has eaten you.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's true. Guys, we have one more.
Okay. Read it off.
We'll name it D Marks.
Oh, jeez.
It's from Terrence.
Terrence?
His email name is TurtleLover63. Said, D Marks, I know you're a fan of turtles.
I am a fan of turtles.
I don't know how he got that information.
Well, it's I'm known on a few turtle forums as D Marks.
Yeah, what he's claiming is you have a turtle blog.
Yeah.
Saying, D Marks, I got an African longhead turtle.
Okay.
First, is that a turtle? Second of all, it's bitten me a few times. Should I be concerned? Great email.
This is a medical podcast this week.
We all know turtles are always video game related.
Well, true. Okay. What kind of breed of turtle did you say?
An African longhead.
I thought you said an African long neck.
I think I said head. Whatever one's a real turtle. I'm not the expert. His email's been deleted since I read it.
That seems weird. We gotta fix that program because that happens a lot.
I don't know how the system works, guys.
All right, so you're an African longhead turtle.
Yeah.
Which is a turtle, as opposed to the African long neck turtle, which is actually a tortoise.
I was going to ask.
People don't know that. But
the
African long head turtle is a turtle. It weighs approximately.
Does it have a long head, or is that just like a misnomer?
Well, it's because the way it works is that the head looks like it's part of the shell and has a big ridge going down the back of its shell. It makes it look like the head's really long.
I like that. Is there any way I could buy one of those?
No, they're illegal because they're very endangered. But they're...
I should have known that.
A little background information. They weigh approximately 12 tons.
He definitely should be concerned if he got bit then.
Yeah. They're almost 3 inches in length.
Okay.
They're very dense turtles.
I've never seen one of these, but I would be excited to.
Well, they're 3 inches long and about 20 inches wide.
I'm imagining it.
They're very stout. Very stout and very dense.
Like some sort of rod?
Yes, they're rod-ish.
You know, I wouldn't have called it the African longhead if it's a rod-shaped thing. I would have called it like the rod turtle.
Well, the rod turtle, they don't live in Africa. They live in Australia.
Okay, well, could they be more rod-like than the other one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it literally, like it.
I gotta tell you, I don't know much about turtles.
It almost just looks like a soda can with legs coming out of it.
You know, I like that idea.
I like that idea a lot too. Let's get on that.
That's gonna be the new sponsor.
Anyway, guys,
can we call him Turdy?
No, absolutely not.
Turtley.
I would think.
Is he a turtle or a tortoise? Tortellini. Let's call him Tortellini the Tortellini. The Tortle.
The Tortle. All right, and then second part of the question: bites from the African long-necked turtle are hyper non-fatal. You'll actually get healthier the more it bites you.
Interesting.
Which makes them very coveted, and one of the reasons why they're so endangered.
Because people kill them for some reason?
Well, because they assume that if they don't realize that they can just be bitten and have their saliva transfer into your bloodstream.
What happens if they eat food
and have their health? Well, that doesn't bring people back to life.
Okay, that was what I was wondering.
But they don't realize because their blood is the most healing of all things.
I didn't know that either.
But their saliva is also very healing. So if you get bit and the saliva goes into your bloodstream, it gives you an all-around healthier self.
Do you think Ponce de Leon was looking for turtle blood?
No, absolutely not.
Please tell me he was the Fountain of Youth guy. Please.
He was.
He
was. But he was allergic to turtle blood.
I started this podcast, I was like, guys, we want you to think we're smart, and I don't know basic geography. Please don't tell me it's geology.
No, it's geography.
I'm questioning everything.
You probably don't know geology, though, either.
I'm questioning everything at this point.
What is a rock?
I'm not sure, actually.
You failed.
It's part of the Earth.
Okay, good. Anyway, guys, that's it. That was 3. You don't realize it, but we actually layered millions upon millions of
It's getting way too meta here.
Of subsonic sound in this podcast and answered every single one of our emails.
Yeah, you got to use...
But you can only hear the 3 that we just did.
Go into your audio editor of choice and change the speeds and pitches.
Yeah.
And you'll hear multiple different emails.
Yeah, and take a lot of drugs.
Guys, I'm Aphex Twin's older brother.
Wow, that is impressive.
Yeah. Guys,
Would you say that you are the twin of Aphex Twin?
No, absolutely not. He would never admit to it. And that's all there is to it.
Sounds like you have a contentious relationship.
Of course. All right, I'm not going to make that joke. Guys, we're going to move on. We want to talk a little bit about the games we're excited for in the future.
Yeah, there are a few games. There are a few games coming out in the future.
Guys, you might see us play these games.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're thinking when we made the segment, I'm going to pretend.
Yeah, because you're going to have to wait because they're not out yet. And while we do have industry trial copies, we're not allowed
to admit it.
Well, we are allowed to admit it, but we're not allowed to show it people.
Listen, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's 200% accurate.
Thank you. You were missing about 100% there for a second.
It's 300% accurate?
No, for a second there. When you said for original 100%, you were 100% off.
It's 250% accurate.
I'll take it.
Okay, great.
Anyway, guys, games we're excited for. Tom, start us off.
Are you kidding me, dude? Guys, you're going to see us play.
I didn't want to take
You're definitely going to see us play when they come out. I'm saying Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 is going to be great.
That's why I wanted to start, because I didn't want to take it.
I just did, too. You didn't have to say that part.
Well, I did.
Guys, Borderlands 2. It's going to be like Borderlands, but 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be even better.
I've heard a lot of good things about Borderlands 2. Like how the world is like...
It's not like loading screens. You just walk around.
Yeah, you can just walk around now, which is really cool.
Anything you see, you can go to. That's exciting.
Yeah. New enemies. I think the map's supposed to be a lot bigger.
Who cares about that? New guns.
Well, yeah.
And new characters.
And
And hopefully Mad Moxie is back.
Let's talk about the characters a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Real quick. You got 4 of them.
You got 4 just like last time.
You got the Axton. He's a guy, regular guy.
Yeah, he's like the Roland equivalent.
You got Salvador.
I was going to go into a little more.
Really?
Yeah.
We're not going to do it for any other game.
Yeah. We can just make this about Borderlands 2 if you want.
No, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to quickly list off the guys. Fine.
Please.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I've already forgotten what I was going to say.
Great. Salvador, who's a guy who uses 2 guns. You got, I think, Maya.
Maya, yeah.
She's Maya Rudolph.
That's not funny.
She can use sirens powers, I think, is basically all that's going on there.
Well, they don't know really what... Because Zero, who you didn't talk about yet, but...
Way to spoil it.
Sorry. Zero and Maya, I don't think we know the action skills of yet. Salvador is the dual wield. Unfortunately, he can't dual wield all the time. And then Axton is probably going to be the turret. They're releasing a 5th class as DLC later. It might be pre-order.
I want it to just be out. Just give me it. Don't do that DLC, guys. Just release it. You're already aware of it. Sorry.
But it's like the Mechanomancer or something like that, but it like uses like tiny robots to attack people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I bet you they're probably going to have DLC of the original characters too.
Well, the original characters are in the game, at least most of them from what I hear.
Yeah, then why wouldn't it make sense to be able to play them too? I don't know. Just an idea.
Well,
anyway, give me the next one.
Because they're going to be in the game.
Give me the next one.
Okay. BioShock Infinite.
You know it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's the original people who made BioShock 1.
I can't promise we'll do a Let's Play of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're still debating about doing a Let's Play of the first one.
Good.
Maybe we can still do that. Anyway, yeah, but it's Irrational Games, same people who made the first one, so a lot of people are excited about that.
It looks great.
You got a cool new setting. You got a really dynamic world. It's really a sharp contrast to the Rapture of the past because it's all open.
It's the opposite.
And sky-y.
It's the Skyrim of BioShock.
That's not true. Takes place in an interesting time, and it looks like it's going to be a real fun ride.
A real humdinger.
There's apparently some kind of time travel in it. I don't know what the deal is. And
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I saw screenshots of like the main character and Elizabeth. They're like
go back in time.
No, they go forward. They're like at a
what?
They're like at a premiere for Return of the Jedi.
That's a joke, right?
Oh, apparently it's going to be like... Because apparently like Colombia is like in the middle of like some kind of time rift or something. As well as all the other bad stuff that's going on.
I feel like you're making this up.
I'm not. Look for screenshots when we're done with the podcast.
I'm
going to look it up right now.
Don't look it up right now. You have to say the third one because I forgot
Still talking about it. It's Black Ops 2.
That's not coming out this year. I was going to say Assassin's Creed 3.
What? Black Ops is coming out this year.
Black Ops 2?
Yeah.
Anyway, Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out too. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. But no. Yeah. Black Ops 2 is totally coming out this year.
That seems awfully fast.
Well, it's Treyarch again.
Last
year's... Because we talked about this before, how I think it's weird that, like, shooters are becoming a perennial thing now. But it makes sense because...
Talked about it before in a Let's Play, not on the podcast.
Well, yeah. But it's because they have two different developers working on it. You have Treyarch and you have Infinity Ward.
I didn't know it was that clear cut back and forth.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like my excited buh.
Yeah, you really sold that one.
It's two developers. Buh. Buh, that's cool. Nice.
Whatever.
Anyway, that's gonna be great. But also Assassin's Creed 3.
Assassin's Creed 3.
You're seeing you're Native American. You're throwing tomato hawks at everyone. Tomahawks.
Tomatoes.
And I don't know what's going on. I think everyone knows that George Washington is an assassin.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to be George Washington as an assassin.
That's got to be a joke screenshot.
I just showed him it, guys. Anyway, I don't think George Washington is supposed to be an assassin, but
no, he is, because I remember because people remember in the earlier games, like in those weird Apple like Eden.
Okay, he's a member of the Order of the Assassins.
Yeah,
okay,
because you have the assassins and Templars.
Yeah,
I think there's going to be a lot of stuff like that. You're probably going to have Ben Franklin giving you stuff.
I saw one Penny Arcade comic, or maybe it wasn't Penny Arcade.
Is it the one that I sent you?
Probably. It was the one where you fly around on Ben Franklin's stove.
That's not what happened at all. He's like, whatever the character's name is, goes to Ben Franklin and he's like, do you have any weapons for me? And Frank's like, I've made you a more efficient stove. And then he hits people with them. It's really funny to me. Oh, guys, that's going to be exciting, though, too, because it's a cool environment.
Yeah.
You
don't see a lot of
revolutionary games.
Revolutionary time games.
And that's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Can you think of one more? I cannot. We gave him one more than I thought we were going to.
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked. I forgot all about Assassin's Creed 3.
That's going to be great, though. I don't know if that's this year.
It definitely is. It's like October.
Guys, I wish I had beaten all those other Assassin's Creeds, but I haven't.
We beat 2, though.
I'm very excited for 3, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to finish the other ones.
Yeah.
That's not any of your business.
You probably
though,
don't have to.
Listen, that's none of your business. You know what is your business? 10 games for people who like metal for some reason.
The top 10 games for people who like metal.
That's right. We have a list. Do you know what that means, though?
Guys, do you know what lists means? In Sons of Video Town,
What?
that means...
The Savop. Just say that.
In Sons of Video Town, that means it's time for our world-famous speed reviews. Tom, Kiss, Psycho Circus for PC.
I think this is a pinball game. I don't understand who's behind this game. Kiss is a band. They make makeup, I guess. 1 out of 10. Rock and Roll Racing, Super Nintendo.
This is a hard game because your cars are made out of rocks and rolls, and that does not make for a very good racing thing. Yeah, you're always falling apart, and if you get wet, you're practically done. I give it a 2 out of 10. Tom, God of War.
This is how I know this list is BS. Why would God of War be on the top 10 games for people like metal? That doesn't even make sense to me. This list gets a 1 out of 10. Splatterhouse for a bunch of systems.
Splatterhouse. I never played this game. I think it's like Manhunt. You kill people or whatever. 3 out of whatever. Soul Blazer.
It's supposed to be Soul Blaster. I wrote it wrong. I give me a 1 out of 10. Rock Band 3.
What? I guess. It's kind of a cop-out thing.
Yeah, I think so.
3 out of 10. Most confusing game on list, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta was great fun. You're a lady. She's got a bayonet for an arm. 10 out of 10. Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I mean, this
I
makes...
guess a series.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. I can see this being on a list like this, but I never really played them all that much, so it's a 6 out of 10. Guitar Hero Metallica.
Guitar Hero Metallica is a game. You play as a metal man named Metallica, and he rides through the night. He stomps demons, eventually finds a guitar. I don't know. 5 out of 10. Brutal Legend.
This was a cop-out answer. I mean, it's whatever. 7 out of 10.
I guess whatever.
I think I gave something out of whatever before. Anyway, we did it! Guys, we brought 2 plugs, but you know the deal.
Yes. Don't look at us. See ya.